Hello and welcome back to Divide and Conquer version 4 and the Clans of Enedwaith Campaign. And where we left off, we'd done sort of some Game of Thronesy type things. We'd set up some alliances. So we are allied to Isengard, Dunland and Bree currently. So we've sort of managed to make sure that all of our neighbours aren't going to declare war on us while we're at this early stage where we're building up a little bit. So I'm aiming to take daer within the next 3 turns. We've built a little bit of infrastructure. So we've built some roads in Longangren, as you can see here, and some roads in Barradvin. Now, I've got a bit of an issue with expanding because Isengard have taken this area, and they've also taken this one, I think, and then we've got all of Dunland that we'll need to take eventually. So I'm going to have to declare war on them eventually at some point. Okay, so these are just rebels, unfortunately.
As you wish. I shall
That's owned by Gondor, so I think the town for this is like somewhere down here, so I'm going to move in that direction. We've got a load of rebels that we need to clear up down here. But the main thing that I'd like to do in this episode is link up Dol Vaughn with the rest of my empire and then build some towers all along here. And if I can take Angrond as well, which I think is somewhere round here. I can't exactly remember where it is. But I don't need to worry about anyone going for them. So let's move this spy in this direction. And try and figure out where that city is. I can't remember where it is. I think it might be in here, actually. But let's end another turn. We're going to run at one hell of a deficit for a little while. But, you know, hopefully we can repair some of that deficit. It's only 3 turns till they surrender, and they are losing men every turn. So every turn that they let us siege them is another turn where we'll have to deal with less. And I quite like the little campaign strategy model of the village. It's got like a little windmill in it, and there's that like little farm with the sheep in, and the barrows image is really cool. I've just done such a good job with the map now. Like, my favourite part of Divide and Conquer and the Third Age mod is the map. Like, it's just so detailed in places where it's really interesting. So we are losing money like a motherfucker. Yeah, so there is Angrond. So that's right for the taking as well. Maybe we should expand north of the river at this stage and then come back and have a look at the south. We just don't want this one to fall to Gondor, but normally they're focused in the, you know, the far sort of south. Right, yeah. Trade rights. Map info. Give me some money. How about 2 grand because you're Gondor? And that's balanced apparently.
This proposal is
okay.
well.
Trade rights, map info. And you give us 1,000 instead. How about that?
This isn't going to
okay, I'm not interested. We'll speak to them next turn. That'll be easier, but at least we've got sort of them thereabouts. I'm not going to take Bregnos as much as it'd be worth 2,000 coins. I don't know how you're meant to do that at this stage. You're obviously meant to take daer. I was probably a bit slow out of the blocks, to be honest. I probably should have moved on daer immediately, but oh well, who cares? And I'm sorry there's not a lot of battles at this stage. I would fight that one in daer, but just strategically it doesn't make sense. If they're happy to be sieged down, we should siege them. You know, there's no point in me losing a whole bunch of units over effectively a very basic, well, probably the best settlement we'll get in the game, but even still, there's not much point in doing that. I think an R.R. Denaim campaign out of daer would be really interesting, actually. Just something to, you know, maybe one day that's something I'll do. Because while sailing up to Farbad, you know, would be fun, I think sort of doing it here with Siduri and daer would be cool as well. And you don't have to go quite as far then as like going to Linden. I wish the ships worked properly and you could actually sail units at like ship speed. Right, so it's only 1 turn. We'll have to see if they rise up or not. I imagine that they will. You know, it would make sense. And we're still running a major deficit. Right, let's try and sort that out. So, let's go and speak to Gondor again.
Yes, my you have.
How's it going, guys? Let's take map info and we'll get a single payment. This time, will you do 1,000 for me?
You hold us at ransom, and
perfect.
good day to you.
Right, so that just goes a little way towards helping us from a standpoint of our money shortages. Let's end the turn again. And let's see what they do. We are now definitely at a major advantage after sieging them for 5 turns. There are a few things that we have going for us in this campaign. We've got a lot of forts, so we can put a lot of units away in forts to make more money. So that's going to be imperative once I take Siduri and Bregnost and Argond. And we are going to get a fight. And I like the fact they're dressed up in Gondorian plate mail. That is funny. So we are going to get a fight. It looks like our sieging has done us pretty good, all things considered. So 3-to-1 ratio. We're being attacked by Captain Durian. Now, the sellswords is doing good nick. But a lot of their units have had a little bit of, you know, issues. I mean, so a standard unit of hunters has 190 in. Their hunters only have 139 in. So that's pretty good. Let's fight this on the battle map. It looks like it's one hell of a city. I've never thought of this battle map, so I wonder, is it like a custom one, maybe? That'd be cool if it is. It's probably not a custom one, because it's just some random town, isn't it? But it would be cool if it was custom.
Units, await my...
I don't think it's custom, but the towers are cool. Okay. Maybe, is there a way to make this your capital? Maybe we'll need to make this our capital at some point. Anyway, we've got some rams preloaded. Let's take them off. And then I think the flat terrains would be better, to be honest, away from the city, because judging by this, have they got... Ooh, this is a ballista tower settlement. Ooh, very nice. And they'll all start making their way out. They have no cavalry, and we out-skirmisher them. So the longer that they spend sort of arsing about, the better. Let's take all of our archers. And you guys aren't archers. They're all javelins. Okay, let's take all of you and have you form up sort of... Yeah, let's have you form up like so. So we'll have all of our crappiest archers form the center. I imagine these units aren't particularly good. 2 and 2 with a range of what? 160. That's not good at all. You guys have a range of 150. Okay, maybe those archers are better than I gave them credit for. Okay, let's take you guys then, because you're on this flank, and move you over like so. Now I'm going to take my best units of infantry, or my only units of infantry, and I'm going to have them form up in a line that covers our entire front. And then I'm going to take the Grey Flood around the flank, along with this general and this general, who I'll put on the extreme flank. And then we'll... you've got the Iron Fist ability. Very good. And then I think for you, maybe you should go on the opposite flank. Like so. Let's get everyone into position. And we don't want to go near the towers, because if they attack us, it is going to be a bloody nightmare. Now, I am assuming that we're going to take some losses here. What's your shield value? Only 2. Thought you'd have a better shield than that. Let's have a look at some of our units. So the river units, these are river...
For Enedwaith.
Oh, wow, that was quite loud. For Enedwaith.
Wash him away.
Wash them away.
Hunters.
Hunters.
River spears.
River spears. You're not...
Hunters. Enedwaith will be free.
Enedwaith will be free, okay.
Enedwaith will be free. Hunters.
Hunters. Okay. I mean, they've got a cool little unit design. Hunters. I quite like these guys. They've got nice little wolf pelts and stuff.
Hunters.
Pretty much all of our units can hide. Oh, a bit of a depression here, isn't there? I didn't notice that. I just wish we had a little bit of cavalry. Actually. Okay, there's more of a depression there than I thought there was. This ground's actually not great. If I was to pull my line just back a little bit, so take you guys a little bit further in this direction, and bring the archers out here as well, and then take you guys and just pull you back a tad more, and then same thing for these archers here, because we have the numbers advantage now. We might as well use it. The wider we spread, the more difficult it is to actually match us, and then we can sort of envelop them from all sides. That's the thinking, at least. How do I run them? Yeah, there you go. R. Using some hotkeys, guys. Keyboard hotkeys. I'm the master of it. All of you run, run, run. Okay, so they're beelining for my archers over here, and for my general, who's on the extreme flank. They're coming at us with some hunters. Don't really want to take arrow fire if possible, so let's pull back and shoot with them. And oh, have you got poisoned arrows? Oh, very nice. And then are you on fire at will? Right, yeah, so those mercenaries are going to take a heap of javelins. Let's pull you in that direction.
For Enedwaith.
Right, so we've now got our archers all opening fire. They're all missile troops. In fact, just one unit of cavalry. Literally one unit of cavalry would make such a difference in this battle. How quick are you? 100%, so you're not actually that quick. The clansmen. Yeah, let's just move you up. And then I can use this general as a little blocker along with the river spearmen, because they're actually quite good in basic melee. And then I'm going to move you up just a tad. I'm going to start trying to envelop them a little bit, because they are sort of making their way in our direction. Now, all of you run. And we can take the clansmen into their archers. Hopefully quite easily. Yeah, they're running straight in. Go, go, go. Take them out, take them out. Because they run quite quick.
We stand ready.
This could get messy quickly. But it looks like the javelins are doing their job.
Wash him away. Raiders.
Ooh, wow.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Wow, we have killed 18%. We're sort of silent but deadly, aren't we, from a standpoint of the way in which we're conducting ourselves here. Ah, the sellswords, right. These were the guys I really wanted to target. So let's shoot them, shoot them. Yeah, because those clansmen are crap. But 3 units of archers can all fire on them. And then I think Moot Lord... Yeah, you can go, I think, demolish some mercenaries. Yeah, let's move him up. How much armor does he have? 21. That's not great. Let's rather keep him out of battle, but I think we need him. Shoot the clansman, take out the clansman. Whoa. I mean, they do melt units, don't they? I imagine they'll run soon. Surely you'll run soon.
We await your command.
Right, they ran straight away. Right, we can now move these guys up, actually. And then I can take my general around the flank. And we can start a proper envelopment. Right, you've still got a few javelins left, so why don't you attack them, you attack them. And then you are taking a, yeah, you're taking a full-on movement order. Right, and they're sellswords. So let's take all the archers now and fire at them. It's a storm of arrows. Literally a storm. Let's get them to fire there. Right. Moot Lord is in position. Let's have him throw his javelins at those Saraline mercenaries. I want to see how much damage they can do. Go, go, go. Whoa. Wow, that is impressive. You know what? I'm actually going to take you out of melee mode and just have you run at these guys to stop them from firing. Just go. Sellswords don't like that combat particularly. Wow, they have really long range on their javelins. I'm sort of seeing what Enedwaith sort of specialise in. Anyone that's an Heir of Carthage fan who likes Javelin Day is going to love these guys. Because they really do... they play really, really fun. From a standpoint of the javelins. The archers aren't particularly good by the judging of the fact that they can't take this sellsword unit out. But we haven't taken as many losses as I sort of thought we would.
Glory of Enedwaith.
Wow, and they've just melted. They've melted them. Right, you're gonna... I think... you're out of ammo. Keep the Moot Keepers. Just use the Moot Keepers. And then move these guys back a bit. And then we can use the archers like that. I think the only issue we're going to have now is actually just catching all of these troops is going to be the problem now. The foresters of Howeth are looking like they're going to stick around for melee. They won't like that. Let's hit the defensive stance. And you know what? Let's trigger the Iron Fist as well, maybe. Oh no, sellswords took an absolute pounding. See if we can't make them all rout by killing the general. You guys are nearly out of ammo. Let's take the archers and move them up like so. We did lose a couple of our general's bodyguard, but not a huge amount.
Raiders.
And you know what? I'm going to take you guys off of that task and have you join the thick of it. Oh, and another javelin volley just for good measure. I imagine the sellswords will lose this combat. There's not a huge amount of them left. Ah, and he's a Gondorian general. Very nice. He's about to be overrun by a bunch of savages. Okay, so they're Greyflood Raiders. Let's have them sort of take a bit of a back seat. We've got those guys running. Let's have them shoot there. Let's have you shoot there.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh, took a fucking hammering there.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
And they're running now.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Right, so there goes the general. I think we should maybe move up these guys now in like a parallel formation, just to try and get to the stupid skirmishers that, again, I just need one unit of cavalry, and then this probably would have been a lot easier actually to clean up. But because I have no cavalry, it is not an easy cleanup operation. But we've managed to catch them. Just use your javelins. Point blank. Nicely done.
We march together.
Yeah, apparently we all marched together. Right, we lost 18%. I'll take that. Yeah, we don't want to take ballista fire from the stupid walls. Right, they're all running. There's only 25 clansmen left. I think everyone is running. Is that a win? Oh no. They're right, let's take the raiders in. Let's take the archers in as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, go, go, go. In you go.
Wash them away.
After them, after them.
Raiders.
Go, go, go. Come on. Okay, this battle was a bit odd, I think is how I would describe it. Strange. Right, after them you go. Let's see if we can't get in the town and then finish this with these two generals. You know what?
With the spears.
You can jump on the ram. And then we can just do a little bit of an encirclement operation at the far end there.
Units, move out!
'If
we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The gate didn't open, which is odd, I will say.
With the spears.
It looks like we're just finishing off all the routing guys here. What's left? Some clansmen, some foresters. Yeah, nothing really of note.
We're under attack! We're under attack!
We march together.
Right, and we're under attack now from the
With the
stupid
spears.
ballista tower.
Raiders.
Right, go, go, go. Take the walls, take the walls, take the walls. No. Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. In.
For Enedwaith. We stand ready. Spears.
We've taken the gateway,
With the spears.
which is good. That means I can immediately take them out.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Raiders.
Good. And the raiders have fought well.
Raiders. For Enedwaith. Wash him away. Spears.
I love that. Wash them away. What an awful catchphrase.
Raiders.
Oh my god. That's going to be the catchphrase of the whole campaign now. Wash them away. Okay, that was good. I mean, I'm sorry I went a bit quiet there. I was just concentrating on the cleanup. We need cavalry.
Behold,
That's the memo I'm taking away from this. So the first thing I'm building when I can is that auxiliary barracks to get the stupid cav. Because honestly, without cav, that was an absolute ball ache. So 415, we managed to heal one of our Guardians unit, which is good. And I assume that is a picture of... oh, her name. It's been a while since I've watched Lord of the Rings or read the books. And her name, you know, Theoden's daughter. Eowyn? Something like that. Yeah. It's quite a good picture. Whoever drew that, you know, I wish I could draw, actually. It's something that I've always sort of thought that I'm shite at.
noble conquest.
So, should I sack it, or should I just exterminate the populace? Let's make sure it likes us. It makes negative money. That's not good. We don't want negative money. No, no, no. Okay, pretty much all of our units are pretty much good to go. I think we should surround Siduri now. Okay, so if I was to leave you behind, would you be enough of a garrison? And they love us with 19 Drunadyne in that cost us 16 upkeep, so yes, we are going to go for that. And then we're going to immediately lay siege to this town. 4 turns until they're ready. No! That's rather frustrating, isn't it? And then Argons I'm going to have a little closer look at. Nothing but bandits and privateer axemen, so our skirmishers will have a field day there. And then in Siduri, what are we dealing with? Just, yeah, we can overwhelm that again. And then here, I'm going to queue this. Not because I'm going to be able to build it for any time soon, but because I really want some cavalry to run down skirmishers. Because honestly, that was shocking. And after what happened at Londair, maybe Siduri will just rise up immediately and come and attack us. You gonna do that for us? No. I didn't take Bregnost. I'm very sorry. Don't kill me. I like that picture of Theoden as well. It's a fun one.
Raise our banners!
So we can now combine these two armies and get them built up. And then I'm going to move on Argons. Okay, and let's do another sort of end turn, I think, here. Londair still is not making money, apparently. I don't know how the minuses work in this game, because minuses, I don't think, in Rome meant that you actually made minus money, whereas I think in Medieval, if it's a minus, you are actually losing income in that settlement. I'm pretty sure. 90% sure. Tell me if that is actually losing us money at the moment. Thank you to anyone that does actually have knowledge of that. Okay, so... we've got some money. See, they love us. The Dark Lord of Mordor has got a bit of a thing for us, apparently. Let's have you lay siege as well.
Victorious day! Prepare to assault the walls.
It's only 2 turns. Like, I just want to leave it.
Sports reporting, my lord.
Purely because of the fact that, you know, what's the point, effectively?
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
And then I'm gonna,
Yes, my lord.
I think, yeah, once we take Argons
Tomorrow.
and Bregnost, or Bregost, or whatever, Bregost and Argons, then I'm going to move south and take this town, I reckon, and then maybe we'll take Heorot if it's still not taken. And then we'll build up a little bit, I think. A bit of a build-up wouldn't go amiss. We could go for this town here and see whether or not that's actually been taken. Let's just do a bit of scouting with our buddy here. Because this is... no, it's not been taken. Southern Ered Luin. Okay, let's end the turn. I guess it depends. Do we want another economy area, or do we want a castle to build units? My girlfriend's just sent me something from TikTok. I hate TikTok. I don't know, like, I think it's just the adverts that they kept playing on YouTube. Like, and they still play them on YouTube. I just hate them. They're so bad. I get why people like TikTok, but it's just Vines, isn't it? Literally just the evolution of Vines in a new... Again! With the crashes. This is the most unstable version of DAC they have, I think, put forward in a while. Right, I'm going to have to end the episode there, guys. I apologise for that crash. I don't know what caused it. It seems like it happens every now and then, but it's just something we're going to have to live with, I'm afraid. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.